What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Solana NFT collections that need to be on your radar. Now, these are at great deals. And the reason they're at great deals is because we've seen a lot of sellers, because Solana has actually pumped because of the recent Fed chair meeting. Now, we're going to talk about what this means for these NFT collections. We're going to look at the overall market, and we're going to highlight each one of these NFT collections. So with that said, as always, be sure to watch this video throughout its entirety. Stick around to the very end to hear my conclusion and statement. And don't forget to like up that button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. And most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So as you can see, based on what Soul Sniper says on the market overview, we're actually seeing a seller's market. So there are more sellers than less buyers. That is a great opportunity for people to be buying what people are selling at great entry points, because again, the reason we're experiencing a lot of sellers is because people want to take out their liquidity and they want to see if they can get $25 per Solana, and who knows, they're afraid that maybe this price could pump up to 30 Solana. So that tends to get people really fearful of their assets, and they want to liquidate them so that they can have some Solana on hand for the pump. Now, let's look at the overall chart of the overall market cap. We can see that's actually taken a tumble since the beginning of January. So we're seeing a slight decrease, but then again, that can return at any time. Now, over the past year, if we look at it, we're actually still above its normal average. I mean, last time we were at this level was around May of 2022. So obviously, we are seeing that there's still a lot of strength within this market. There's still buyers, there's still unique wallets within this market. But let's just not stop there. We got to look at the overall NFT collections. And really, if you scroll all the way down the bottom, this gives you kind of a daily look at what NFT collections are going down and which ones are going up. So sometimes I like to pay attention to the reds and the dark reds for great entry prices, because usually the reason they dipped so much is because of some news that happens around the NFT collection, or it's just the overall market. So sometimes I tend to look at the dark red ones. But again, this is going to show you that not all NFT collections are in the red, but all collections are in the green. So what is the first NFT collection I want you guys and girls to keep your eye out on? And that is called Merchants. Now, Merchants is an NFT collection right now around 2.95 Solana. Now, what I will be honest with is that the trading volume is actually super low. And this actually did come out recently within the past week or so. And usually when we see even collections come out within the first 24 hours or 48 hours, usually we see volumes in the thousands, but this is like less than 500 Solana. So obviously there's not a lot of traction in terms of trading volume, but the thing is, I think that the artwork is pretty fantastic, and I will show you what other utilities it comes with. But as you can see, it kind of has a DeGods feel, a Vandals feel, and a very supernatural, out of this world design to it. So obviously, are these great deals? Well, we won't know. But again, these could be great entry prices if you're looking to get exposure to these things before they end up blowing up. And how could this blow up? Well, we're going to speak about that. Now, one thing I want to share with you is that this guy named Lollipop, who is an influencer who tends to sweep a lot of different projects, said this. He says, "I'm not touching any project focused on Ponzonomics. If you don't have a real product, that isn't merch. And collecting fees on the use of that product, I am not touching it. Look at Merchants Gobi. They have a DEX and a Coliseum along with an art printing business." Now, the reason he's talking about this as well is because he actually picked up 100 of these merchant NFTs at an average price of around 4 Solana. This person has a ton of money, but he's a whale. Well, what was he talking about? If you go to their actual link, you can see that they actually have a DEX. So this is a DEX where you can swap tokens. So if you decide to use this platform, the fees that go into swapping are going to go to Marco Polo or the merchant NFT collection. Then you actually have some of their white papers to kind of describe what the merchants NFTs kind of pay tribute to the Gobi Labs, which is kind of the parent company. You have their merch, but you also have the sports betting. Now, this is where people can actually bet on sports with cryptocurrency or whatever assets that they may have within the Web3 world. So obviously, if this builds up, it could be really amazing. They also have a marketing campaign where Puzzles helps people understand how they can market their Web3 brands. It's an absolutely unique website, and they can actually have great pricing and also one-on-one client conversations if you ever want to plan that meeting. And if you want to understand that the Gobi token isn't really public just yet, but right now you can see it on CoinMarketCap. You can also see it on CoinGecko and Birdseye in case you're really interested. So that, to me, that is the merchants collections and what could possibly happen. Again, they're building, they're very early, and they they actually do refer this collection as a slow mint. This isn't like something that's supposed to gain a lot of traction or volume, but again, it's considered a slow mint. So maybe that's just part of their plan and strategy. So that is merchants. What is my second recommendation? Now it is Bonks. Believe it or not, it is Bonks NFT. Now we saw this price of Bonks for the unrevealed NFTs around 15 to even 20 Solana at the highest. But for the revealed NFTs, when people burn their unrevealed NFTs, we've seen a price around 5 Solana all the way down to now of 2.3 Solana floor price. And I will look into the charts in a little bit, but keep in mind, there are 3,300 unique owners. There is a 15,000 supply, so this is supposed to increase to hopefully around 15,000, which is the total amount. So what we could expect is the amount of NFTs will increase, and also the Bonks floor price will decrease even a little bit more. And it could even go to even 1.5 Solana, say for instance. That's just a prediction. And the reason we want to say that is because when we look at the chart, it's actually gone down 79% from its recent launch. But don't be deterred by just this. You got to look at the relative strength index. Now, the relative strength index shows you what is going on with this collection, meaning people are not fading this collection. People are not waiting on the sidelines just watching it go down. There are also people buying it. People are accumulating, so that 3,300 are actually buying more and more of this. And that's why you're seeing a lot of strength in this index. Now, what could happen next? Well, could we experience a downside? It's very possible. But again, I think people are just accumulating this just based on the charts and what I'm seeing behind the scenes. And right now, we need to get below this 1,500 level, but right now it's kind of hovering sideways around it. So not much traction as of right now, but we could expect to see that these NFTs will maybe fetch value later on down the future. But again, for 2.3 Solana, which is roughly around $50 to $60, it's not bad to have exposure maybe to just one NFT, right? You don't have to pick up a ton. But again, we're only here to show you and educate you on what is going on with these NFT collections. Now, what is my third one? The third NFT collection that I'm going to talk about is Cryptolution Tribe. More specifically, the Enlightenment stage. So if you go over here to status, and you go over to the Enlightenment section, you'll see that you'll get these NFTs that have a little bit more movement, a little bit of animation, and is considered a GIF file. Why am I bringing this up? Well, we do know that the highest floor price that we've seen was around 70 to 80 Solana, and yes, it's gone down to 5.21 Solana. It's actually gone lower than that, around 4 Solana. But it's because this was launched during a bear market and there's a lot of hype after this project. And ever since it's been around for almost over a year right now, we've seen it just dip like almost 94%. So right now, these NFTs are a great steal in my opinion. Why? Because we have something coming up. Now, these are the upgraded artworks. Now, this was Infected Mob collaboration with Cryptolution Tribe. Infected Mob is a great art studio that helps elevate artwork. And so what they've done is that this is going to be the Ascended, aka the last stage for the Cryptolution Tribe artwork. And so these different designs are going to be really important because what you need to do with your enlightened NFTs is that you have to stake them to earn tribe tokens. And once you do that, they haven't announced it yet, but soon there's going to be an announcement of how many tribe tokens you need in order to turn into these ascended versions, right? And what happens is once you transform your NFTs, they can't go back. It's going to be forever this NFT, so you have to choose wisely, either Eternal or the Survivor. So for that great deal here on the floor for around 4.21 Solana, I think it's absolutely a great deal and a great price if you just want to have some exposure. So let's go down to the last one. What is my last recommendation? And that is Tayo Pilots. Now, we've actually seen the price of this go up to almost 50 Solana. That's how crazy this was. But now it's down to 15 Solana, and it could dip even further. Why am I talking about this? Well, there's different categories. The reason we have different categories is because we have enforcers, operators, resistance, and rebels. These are all different factions within Tayo Pilots. But we do know that Tayo Pilots or Tayo Robotics is a collection that is heavily in its trading volume, has great floor prices. So if you look at Tayo Robotics, is at 139 Solana. And if we go to the Tayo Infants, look at that floor price. It's around 46 Solana. So I think with the pilots, it's not a bad idea to have maybe a little bit of exposure to this if you're thinking about it. But we're going to talk more about it. So they actually have this whole lore that there are going to be like these creatures that are going to be, I don't know, attacking Lunar City, which is a fictitious place within this world, and that you have to fight for your faction. So it's not like you're just choosing a faction to maybe be a mechanic or whatever. They actually play huge roles within this universe of tile pilots. We don't know this is going to be, if this is going to be a metaverse, is this just going to be an online game. Again, these are just like animated trailers that easily anybody can really hire and just pay for. But again, it could be really interesting. This is the artwork itself that has not been revealed in terms of the market floor on Magic Eden. This is just the developing artwork that's being released right now, and it's absolutely enhanced. They actually had some old artwork that was kind of it was okay, but now they're upgrading it to this one. So this is one of those versions. We also have this one, which is a male version. And again, they say it's not a 101, but it's considered rare. So hopefully this is maybe a rebellion or maybe a resistance person, who knows. But with these NFTs, you'll be able to earn graphite token. They said it's going to be available within the next 7 days, and this was announced yesterday. So graphite token, we don't know what the utility is behind it, but it could be really interesting for this collection. So for me, I think this is something you should keep on your radar. I don't think this is something you should just ape into, but you know, I think that the healthy trading volume on this is really nice, around 665,000, and this has only been around for less than a few months. And right now the amount of unique owners seems kind of healthy. A lot of whales in this game, because again, there's only 273 NFTs listed on the floor. So let's go ahead and conclude this. So you've seen the 4 NFT collections. What could we experience? Well, these are great deals at the moment. Could the price go down and these NFTs go even more? It could. If Solana's price from $25 goes up to $30, you will see a lot of NFT collections taking a dip. You'll see the market in red quite a bit. And with that said, it's really up to you to decide if you want to buy more Solana or if you want to buy more Solana to buy more NFTs, because this is one of those strategies that even I cannot provide for you, because we don't provide financial advice on this channel. We're only here to educate and inform you what's going on, but it's really up to you to decide which collections you think are the best strategies to ape into or have some exposure to. But also, hopefully this teaches us all that, you know, is this the beginning of the bull run or is this a bull trap? Because again, we may be in a recession in the United States, and Solana's price could go down if Bitcoin's price goes down. It's a lot of different factors to keep in mind. So with that said, let me know your thoughts and strategies down below. What do you think about the collections that I brought up for you, or maybe some collections that I should be bringing up in our next video? Well, I look forward to reading those comments both on YouTube and Twitter, but always, and as always, be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to support the content that we bring to you on a daily basis, because it is absolutely important. So with that said, I hope to see you in the next episode, and we will see you guys and girls next time.